Hawaii is dealing with so many economic issues. We are currently considered the most expensive state with 82% higher cost of living than the national average. And as a direct result, we already have more Native Hawaiians living outside our own state, outside of our aina, because of this. And on top of that, 3 out of 10 in the homeless population identify as Native Hawaiian. We have failed as a society, and we have failed to protect and serve the people that make Hawaii, Hawaii. But most importantly, Hawaii has the highest housing costs in the entire country. And you pair that up with the high cost of living, and you get destruction, hell, but certainly not paradise. This word that is just constantly thrown out to describe Hawaii's beauty, Hawaii's amazing culture. But I can assure you that no Native Hawaiian would use this word to describe Hawaii. Right now, as I give this speech, many of my people, my kanaka, are being affected by this.
As of right now, there are over 28,000 Hawaiian families on the Department of Hawaiian Homeland's waitlist. It is estimated that it will take 110 years for these families to all be served. Both my tutu and his mom were both on this waitlist in hopes of gaining support, and both died trying. This is a huge issue for us and is leading to the root of our problem, which is Native Hawaiian families struggling to pay rent and therefore being kicked out. This is a devastation because when they leave, they not only take with them their community, but their culture, their language, and their stories.
Here at Hale Kōkua, we are a community-based organization specifically aimed to target low-income Native Hawaiian families. This is a rent-based organization built on subsidization. So for example, if we have a single mother that can only afford $1,500 a month on rent, but rent is $2,000, we at Hale Kōkua will help pay that differentiated cost of $500 for that family. Now, as I mentioned earlier, this is a community-based organization, so we will hold events, festivals, and even gatherings where people can come out and share about themselves, share about their culture. You can see hula, chanting, or just singing. But our ultimate goal at Hale Kōkua is to make sure that our community is heard, and to make sure that they understand that they have a right to live here and nobody should be making that decision for them.
Our goal. So imagine this. In 1 year, $120,000 raised. 10 Native Hawaiian families' rent successfully subsidized, $1,000 to each of them. Many people may think that this system may not work, but it already is working through the UBI system, which is Universal Basic Income. This has been proven to work on multiple accounts. One successful example is the Alaska Permanent Fund, where they had successfully reduced the poverty level in their neighborhood. We are going to do this by grants and donations. We are going to seek funding from foundations such as Hawaii Community Funding, as well as get donations from individual people looking to support our events. So we are going to get donations online through our website, as well as in person at our community events. So we are going to host events, workshops, and fundraisers to bring together the Hawaiian community and generate additional revenue. To enter these events, you will need to pay an entry fee, which will vary based on the place where we are, the location, as well as the event itself. You can get access to these and find out about donating as well as volunteering from our website. This is our event page, an example of an event that we will be hosting. We have the date, time, location, as well as a description of what our event will hold. And you can also buy your ticket online. We at Hale Kōkua realize that this is not a permanent solution, but it's one that can happen now. It's one that the Native Hawaiians need because they don't have 5 years, 10 years. They're leaving now, and we need to solve that.
Through the website, people will understand that all of our proceeds are going directly to these Native Hawaiians. And with that money, as well as donations from all these grants and other organizations, it's going to go directly to these Native Hawaiians. And as Rose said, this is an immediate solution, not done that we can wait for.
We do understand that there are already organizations out there helping to tackle this issue, and we don't want to discredit the work that they've done, but we want to come at it from a different perspective. Hale Kōkua is focusing on rent subsidy in particular. And like I said earlier in my story, it's been a flawed system for 2 generations in my personal ohana now. And we don't have multi-generational time to wait. So coming at it from the rent point of view, it makes the action immediate and effectively working to keep Native Hawaiians in their homes. Another thing that makes us different is our youth. We're an organization run by the people of this aina that are fighting to keep our place here. We are working with through our cultural events, we are able to bring that aspect into our organization.
We believe that we are the team who can confront this issue because as youth, we provide unique perspectives to this problem. As an overview, my name is Mason, I'm from Waimanalo, Oahu, and I wanted to focus on community outreach and cultural equity.
My name is Rosabella. I am from Hakalau, Hawaii, and I am not Native Hawaiian. But even myself, I see what a big problem this is. And growing up in Hawaii, I've realized how hard it is just to live, let alone live a sustainable, healthy lifestyle.
I'm Onuhea from Palula Valley on the island of Oahu, and I have seen the destruction that this crisis has had on my family, but also my community, and I want to help change that.
I'm Khalil Ewan, I'm from Haleiwa, Oahu, and as a Native Hawaiian myself, absolutely nothing hurts and disappoints me more than to see my culture slowly diminish because people are taking it with them as they're being driven out of our lands, out of our native aina, to simply survive. Our goal here at Hale Kōkua is to make Hawaii sustainable and no longer let it be a dream, but we can make it a reality. And in the middle, we have our team leader, Lily, who plays the behind the curtain role.
Seeing firsthand my family members being forced out of Hawaii because of these high housing rates, I empathize with this issue immensely. In 1920, Prince Kūkio, who introduced the Hawaiian Homes Commission Act, stated, "The Hawaiian race is passing, and if conditions continue to exist as they do today, this splendid race of people, my people, will pass from the face of the earth." This was quoted 104 years ago, and Native Hawaiians to this day are still facing similar disparities. But this doesn't just affect Native Hawaiians, it affects all who reside on these islands. I urge you to reflect, who is Hawaii without Native Hawaiians? What is left of the culture here when all Native Hawaiians are forced out of their homeland? We are Hale Kōkua, seeking potential investors, volunteers, and partners who can help move this organization forward. We appreciate any outreach and opportunities that can help us keep Hawaii Hawaiian.
Mahalo.